What's up, guys? It's great to see you. Sorry that I've sucked and it's taken so long to get this video going. But here it is for you to see. So today we're going to talk about three things that multi-level marketers are doing that they shouldn't be doing, so stop it. But five other things because I want to leave you with more than I just, after I crush your dreams. I want to leave you with something to look forward to start planning for, and to change your business if you're involved in multi-level marketing. The first question I hear from people is, "Oh, what's multi-level marketing? Oh, it's just a pyramid scheme." That's what these people that don't know what they're talking about sounding like in my head, or people that I don't really care for or annoy me. So when we're talking multi-level marketing, we're not talking about a pyramid scheme. It's like this close, but it's not. In the sense that the end user actually gets something out of the business, and with a pyramid scheme you get absolutely nothing and you just lose money. So that's the difference there. But we're talking about all of your mommy friends typically, and there's nothing wrong with that, but those are typically the people who are involved with a lot of these businesses, the Uniques of the world, selling makeup, Scentsy, LuLaRoe. I don't even know if I'm saying these right. I'm a dude. Like, I just see the Facebook posts and whatever on my news feed. Advocare, Beachbody, I believe, Mary Kay, Amway, Avon, those kinds of businesses where, they approach you and say, essentially, they give you two things, and this is key to their business. They give you belief and they give you desire. They give you the belief that that you can do something, you can run this business from your home in your spare time, as much or as little as you want, and you can still make money. And they give you the desire to do it by approaching you on your pain points, which, hey, is really good marketing actually, and something that you should employ for yourself. Talking to potential customers and clients. But that's what we're talking about. Those are the kinds of businesses that we're talking about. They tell you you're an independent business, but you're working under this umbrella of their business still. It's an independent business, except you're more like an independent contractor for their business, essentially. Because who do you talk to get your stuff? Hey, that business. Who are you talking to? Who got you into that business in the first place? Somebody from that business, probably. So you're a business? Not really. But that's okay. It can still work, and it still has worked for quite a good number of people. So you just gotta find a way to climb the ladder, so to speak, on the pyramid, because it is if you were to map out this business, it does look like a pyramid. The lowest earners are on the bottom and the highest earners are on top, and all the money trickles upward in the business based on sales. So you're the main driver of the business is you don't get a salary, and your whole commission comes from selling their stuff. Just so you know, if you're involved in this and not making money, you are in the vast majority of people. They've done independent studies around these to prove or disprove whether or not these are pyramid schemes, a lot of them. And it's really sad, and I feel it's really discouraging to me personally, knowing business and marketing, that they've come back with some of these studies and saying that 99.9 99 to 99.9 brain fart, seriously, percent of the people who get involved in these businesses actually lose money by the time that they, from start to finish, by the time they end up, closing the doors and packing up and going home. So just know that it's not impossible to make money. It's very difficult and takes a lot of time and work, effort, a lot of those things. So the statistics are not in your favor, but that's what I'm here for, here to help you try to make the best of that. So, like I said, this commission system that they have set up in these companies works under two revenue streams. One's direct sales by you yourself, and then two is to get to make your, what you call your downline, and which is recruiting people to sell things for the business as well. So essentially speaking, the bigger your downline is, because again, you want to position yourself towards the upper portion of this pyramid, the more people you have who branch off of below you, the more money you're going to make, because you get a percentage of their sales as well. And then it continues on and multiplies from there. The more people that they get, the more people they make, the more money you'll make, and so on and so forth. The way that this is also structured, which kind of sucks, but I understand why it's done from a business standpoint, which is why it's hard to make money as well through these businesses, through these companies, is the fact that your direct sales are the least profitable way to make money with these businesses. That's where your profit margins are the smallest, because the profit margins for the company is the smallest too, more than likely. And but it's your most likely source of income. Because why? Because it's the easiest way to sell a product. If I come up to you and say, hey, I have this awesome thing for you, this awesome workout supplement. I take it. It's amazing. All my friends take it. People who take this and whatever else. You just may not know that. It does this and this and this and whatever else. It's real easy to sell something that way to people and that's another reason why you're more statistically likely to sell more products than recruit people, is because you're selling to people typically. Not always, and we'll get into that later. That's actually a way to boost your income with these businesses. But more often than not, you fell victim to this little gem, and we'll get into this with our first don't, but you're on Facebook and you're just looking around and, scrolling through your news feed and whatever else, and, picking your nose and whatnot. And then all of a sudden you get a message or a comment or whatever on your Facebook wall, and you're like, hey, I haven't seen you in forever, and, I want to get some coffee and hang out sometime, whatever, from like somebody you haven't talked to since you graduated high school 25 years ago. And then you go, I haven't talked to you in a long time. We used to be good friends, whatever else. What the heck? What's a cup of coffee gonna hurt, And then you get there and they're like, hey, what's up? It's so good to see you. Let me tell you about my business. And then they're like, I'm here to sell you all this crap that you don't want or need, or that you haven't told me you wanted or needed. So, hey. And what do? You get real upset. And then you throw the coffee at their head, and even the cup, and then you walk out. Don't do that. I'm not you're a lawyer, and I'm not here to give you legal advice, but my best reasonable knowledge says it's probably not a good idea, and they could probably press charges. But anyway, yeah. So these these people go after people that they know, whether or not they've talked to them in years or not. But again, we'll get into that in a little bit. But that's why that's long story short, that's why you're more statistically likely to do more direct sales than you are to recruit people into your downline, is because you're selling to people you know, and people that you run into that have at the gym or at church or at work that are involved in these activities or similar activities or whatever, that could use your product, and they know you personally, so there's a trust and a relationship there, more so than somebody you would just approach or somebody you haven't talked to in 5 years. So yeah, but like I say, the downline is the most profitable, because typically it costs nothing for these companies to get these people to become participants, essentially, because you more than likely, again, you know them, you're already involved, and then you can get them involved, and they do that through the enticement of, well, you can make more money. Like, I personally am going to make more money if I recruit you, and then the more people you recruit, you make more money too. So it costs them nothing to recruit people, and people are being recruited based on somebody they know, and so they can afford to shell out more money per person involved because it costs them nothing to get it. Businesses who run brick and mortar and run advertisements, run like real marketing, because in reality this isn't a real marketing strategy. It's just call up your buddy and get them, convince them to be involved or whatever else. It's not a true, there's no real skill to this. It's smart for them because it's worked for them, because these are multi-million-dollar companies or maybe billion-dollar companies. So it's worked, but as far as a true marketing strategy, I really don't consider it, and I don't know of anybody who does. Maybe they're out there. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But it is really smart on their part, and it's been successful for the people up at the top, for sure. But yeah, your downline is your least statistically possible way to make money for your independent business. But yeah, that being said, like I say, it's hard to make some money. It's hard.